Module 2, Accidents and Reporting. Question 1. If you're carrying out hot work, which two things should you expect to have to do? A. Have a fire extinguisher close to the work. B. Check for signs of fire when you stop work. C. Know where all the fire extinguishers are kept on site. D. Write a site evacuation plan. E. Know how to refill fire extinguishers. Answer. A and B. Have a fire extinguisher close to the work. Check for signs of fire when you stop work. Question 2. Which two types of fire extinguisher are most suitable for tackling a small fire involving wood or paper? A. Water, red color band. B. Foam, cream color band. C. Carbon dioxide, black color band. D. Dry powder, blue color band. Answer. A and B. Water, red color band. Foam, cream color band. Question 3. What is the main purpose of a hot work permit? A. To allow unrestricted welding. B. To ensure fire safety measures are in place. C. To track worker hours. D. To replace a risk assessment. Answer. B. To ensure fire safety measures are in place. Question 4. Which type of fire extinguisher is best for a fire involving flammable liquids? A. Water, red color band. B. Foam, cream color band. C. Dry powder, blue color band. D. Wet chemical, yellow color band. Answer. B. Foam, cream color band. Question 5. If you see a small fire on a construction site, what should you do first? A. Run to the site office. B. Try to put it out if safe to do so. C. Ignore it unless it grows larger. D. Wait for a supervisor to handle it. Answer. B. Try to put it out if safe to do so. Question 6. To lift a load safely, you need to think about A. Its size and shape. B. Its weight. C. How to grip or hold it firmly. D. All of these answers. Answer. D. All of these answers. Question 7. You are using a trolley to move a heavy load a long distance and the wheel comes off. What should you do? A. Carry the load the rest of the way. B. Ask someone to help you pull the trolley the rest of the way. C. Drag the trolley on your own the rest of the way. D. Find another way to move the load. Answer. D. Find another way to move the load. Question 8. You have to move a load that might be too heavy for you. You cannot divide it into smaller parts and there's no one to help you. What should you do? A. Do not move the load until you have found a safe method. B. Get a forklift truck even though you can't drive one. C. Try to lift it using the correct lifting method. D. Lift and move the load quickly to avoid injury. Answer. A. Do not move the load until you have found a safe method. Question 9. You need to move a load that might be too heavy for you. What should you do? A. Divide the load into smaller loads if possible. B. Get someone to help you. C. Use an aid such as a trolley or wheelbarrow. D. All of these answers. Answer. D. All of these answers. Question 10. You have to lift a heavy load. What must your employer do? A. Make sure your supervisor is there to advise while you lift. B. Do a risk assessment of the task. C. Nothing, it is part of your job to lift loads. D. Watch you while you lift the load. Answer. B. Do a risk assessment of the task. Question 11. You need to lift a load that is not heavy, but it is so big that you cannot see in front of you. What should you do? A. Ask someone to help carry the load so that you can both see ahead. B. Get someone to walk next to you and give directions. C. Get someone to walk in front of you and tell others to get out of the way. D. Move the load on your own because it is so large that anyone in your way is sure to see it. Answer. A. Ask someone to help carry the load so that you can both see ahead. Question 12. Who should be involved in creating the safe system of work for your manual handling? A. You. B. Your supervisor/employer. C. You and your supervisor/employer. D. The Health and Safety Executive, HSE. Answer: C. You and your supervisor/employer. Question 13. You have to carry a load down a steep slope. What should you do? A. Walk backwards down the slope to improve your balance. B. Carry the load on your shoulder. C. Assess whether you can still carry the load safely. D. Run down the slope to finish quickly. Answer: C. Assess whether you can still carry the load safely. Question 14. Under the regulations for manual handling, all workers must: A. Wear back support belts when lifting anything. B. Make a list of all the heavy things they have to carry. C. Lift any size of load once the risk assessment has been done. D. Follow their employer's safe systems of work. Answer: D. Follow their employer's safe systems of work. Question 15. You are using a wheelbarrow to move a heavy load. Is this manual handling? A. No, because the wheelbarrow is carrying the load. B. Only if the load slips off the wheelbarrow. C. Yes, you are still manually handling the load. D. Only if the wheelbarrow has a flat tire. Answer: C. Yes, you are still manually handling the load. Question 16. Which type of accident kills most construction workers? A. Falling from height. B. Contact with electricity. C. Being run over by site transport. D. Being hit by a falling object. Answer: A. Falling from height. Question 17. If you store materials on a working platform, which statement is correct? A. Materials can be stored unsecured above the guardrail height. B. Materials must be stored so they can't fall and the platform must be able to take their weight. C. Materials can be stored anywhere, even if they pose a trip hazard or block the walkway. D. Materials do not need to be secured if they are going to be there for less than an hour. Answer: B. Materials must be stored so they can't fall and the platform must be able to take their weight. Question 18. Working at height is: A. 1.2 meters above the ground or higher. B. 2 meters above the ground or higher. C. Any height that would cause an injury if you fell. D. 3 meters above the ground or higher. Answer: C. Any height that would cause an injury if you fell. Question 19. Which of the following is not true when using podium steps? A. The wheels must be locked before you get onto them. B. Podiums can easily topple if you overreach sideways. C. Podiums are safe and can't topple over. D. Podiums are work equipment and must be inspected every 7 days. Answer: C. Podiums are safe and can't topple over. Question 20. A ladder should not be painted because: A. The paint will make it slippery to use. B. The paint may hide any damaged parts. C. The paint could damage the metal parts of the ladder. D. It will need regular repainting. Answer: B. The paint may hide any damaged parts. Question 21. How many people should be on a ladder at the same time? A. 1. B. 2. C. 1 on each section of an extension ladder. D. 3 if it is long enough. Answer: A. 1. Question 22. You find a ladder that is damaged. What should you do? A. Don't use it and make sure that others know about the damage. B. Don't use it and report the damage at the end of your shift. C. Try and mend the damage. D. Use the ladder if you can avoid the damaged part. Answer: A. Don't use it and make sure that others know about the damage. Question 23. When using a ladder, what should the slope or angle of the ladder be? A. 45 degrees. B. 60 degrees. C. 75 degrees. D. 85 degrees. Answer C. 75 degrees. Question 24. Who should check a ladder before it is used? A. The person who is going to use it. B. A supervisor. C. The site safety officer. D. The manufacturer. Answer A. The person who is going to use it. Question 25. What is the best way to make sure that a ladder is secure and won't slip? A. Tie it at the top. B. Ask someone to stand with their foot on the bottom rung. C. Tie it at the bottom. D. Wedge the bottom of the ladder with blocks of wood. Answer A. Tie it at the top. That's Module 2 complete. Drop a comment below and visit wardtraining.co.uk to get your Level 1 Health and Safety qualification.